first Mega Man games on the NES are undeniably regarded as classics. They were exceptional games back then, and they're still ridiculously fun to play. What makes these games stand out from most similar side-scrollers is the inventive and addictive music. Almost every song on the track list was fijgasmic. If Mozart was cryogenically frozen and brought back to life today, he'd totally give Mega Man music the thumbs up and then take a piss on Salieri's tombstone. Mega Man is one of the most recognizable and likable video game characters of all time. His arm cannon is cooler than any bazooka, RPG, or AK-47 out there. He might look like a pussy, but Mega Man is one bad robot-killing dude. It's kind of funny how he's called Mega Man when he's clearly vertically challenged, but I'm sure he's Mega where it counts. The gameplay of Mega Man is very straightforward. You'll explore many different levels, shooting down hostile robots and jumping across various platforms and obstacles. The first set of stages which you have the option to choose from has a boss at the very end. Now each boss has a unique special ability which you will learn after you defeat him. This is yet another feature that makes Mega Man kick so much ass. My favorite ability from all the Mega Mans is probably Metal Man's powers.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about! Metal Man!
By contrast, some of the enemies' powers are really lame and you'll almost never use them. In Mega Man 3, Top Man's powers are about as useful as a third nipple and just about as sexy. Check this out. I'm using his powers right now. You see how I'm using his powers? I'm twirling around. Is this a deadly attack? No. It seems to bear some usefulness in extremely rare situations, but otherwise, it's just fucking gay. Okay, pivot, step, twirl. Oh, that was fabulous, Mega Man. You're just delish.
Right from the top. I wanna lick you in your asshole tonight.
The difficulty of Mega Man is at a perfect level. You're given a pretty generous amount of energy which allows lots of room for errors and sloppy playing. Unlike Contra where you lose a life by a single shot. Furthermore, you can find power-ups pretty easily by killing enemies. The basic formula for Mega Man games is this: 8 preliminary Robot Master stages, about 4 challenging Wily stages, and the last boss, Dr. Wily. I guess it sounds pretty easy, but the spikes, pitfalls, and bosses can be a real bitch sometimes. Typically the game's difficulty rises once you beat the preliminary Robot Masters and move on to the Wily stages. You'll notice that even the later Mega Man games, including the Mega Man X series, pretty much had the same setup going on. A few new additions came along over time, for instance, energy tanks, rush coil, Mega Man's springy robotic dog, a slide feature, and an option to charge your arm cannon to release a more powerful blast. Now in the earlier Mega Man games, the main antagonist is Dr. Wily. Even though you defeat him time and time again, he's like a smelly fart in an elevator. He just won't go away. You might have noticed that I mentioned the first 3 Mega Man games a lot and said almost nothing about the 3 other ones released on the NES. Well, this is why. The first 3 Mega Man games were made with love, and the following 3 were just pulled out of some Japanese guy's ass. The legendary Mega Man formula became a curse that spawned generic and uninspired games not worthy of the title Mega Man. They looked like Mega Man, they played like Mega Man, but they were giant step backs in the evolution of the series because the level design was crummier, the music was often balls, and the new enemies were just silly.
Alright, let's take a look at some of them silly characters, okay?
Tomahawk Man, Dive Man, Starman. Starman? You gotta be fucking kidding me. This is Starman. Who the fuck are you? Wow. Wow. That has to be the worst ripoff I've ever seen in my life.
The angry Nintendo bird.
At the rate they were going, Dildo Man and Arab Man would have been drafted into the next installment if it weren't for the Super Nintendo breaking the cycle of crapulence. The Mega Man X series, in my opinion, was just as strong as the original Mega Man games, but that's a whole other story that I'm sure I'll get into some other time. Now you might be wondering what the story is behind these games, but trust me, knowing the story is even less important than knowing a hooker's IQ. Okay, but is there actually a story? Well, some say that Megaman was a child who got hit by a car and was rebuilt as a robot by Dr. Light. And others say, take the Ninja Turtles story, replace Splinter with Dr. Light, all the Turtles with Megaman, Master Shredder with Dr. Wily, the Technodrome with a little spaceship, and bada bing! That's the Megaman story. What about April O'Neil? Fuck that banana raincoat wearing bitch. Now, all summer long I've been hearing that Mega Man 9 was going to be released for WiiWare. My first impulse was, what the fuck is WiiWare? And my second impulse was, fuck yeah! Rumors circulated that Mega Man 9 was going to return to its 8-bit roots and look a lot like Mega Man 2, the most bestest one of the series. Now, before I say anything about Mega Man 9, I want to rant a little bit about the Wii. I actually bought it a few Christmases ago for the Virtual Console. At first I thought the Virtual Console would have the entire Nintendo library of games and it would be free. Then I found out they weren't free. Then I found out they only uploaded a few games once a week. Then I found out my wireless connection didn't work with the Wii. Then I cried. Then I played Final Fantasy XII. Then I cried some more. My experience with the Wii has been pretty disappointing up until now. But making an amazing Mega Man game for just $10 might actually make up for the mental anguish Nintendo's put me through.
I think, but guess what? You can't afford no virtual console games because you wasted all your money on Tostitos, you fat fuck.
So, Mega Man 9, does it kick ass? Yes, it does. As expected, the game seems to be geared towards retro gamers. It has the look and feel of Mega Man 2, but has tons of new bad guys and original environments. Overall, the music is great, and some tracks in particular are outstanding, like the music in Tornado Man's level. I don't know if any game will ever match the soundtrack of Mega Man 2, but nevertheless, I give Mega Man 9 props for trying its best to recreate fidge-gasmic music with very reminiscent sounds. The difficulty of the game seems to be slightly higher than what I'm used to. Precision and timing are key to beating this game. Spikes and pitfalls are going to piss you off, but when you're screaming fuck every 20 seconds, throwing the Wiimote at the TV and wishing you could use freeze frames, you know these guys did a good job. Another cool thing they added that's pretty uncommon to Mega Man games is a shop where you can buy useful items paying with screws that you find scattered throughout levels. Yeah, 30 screws for an energy tank, what a steal! Wait a minute, 200 screws for a woman? I'll just stick to my energy tanks, you pricey whore! I encourage everyone to try this game out. You don't have to be familiar with any of the other Mega Man games to enjoy it. I really hope the WiiWare releases some other good games too. It looks like the WiiWare only has a couple of games at the moment, and none of them seem to be Mega Man 9 caliber. I think a sequel to Castlevania 3 or Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde would be pretty awesome. So, I hope that happens someday. Thanks for watching, mes amis. Rate me 5 stars if you want me to keep reviewing video games. Otherwise, my next review will be on The Young and the Restless.
No, Sharon, you can't. You can't leave Victor. You're the only person he's ever loved. You bitch. You fucking bitch. You give him an eating disorder.